with idle a little bit and like warm up idle and all of that, but it starts, it runs. Hell yeah. Hey guys, so one thing you know about me is that I'm really bad about making progress on that over the winter. Well, we ended up fixing that. There's a thing right up over there that's new, and it's a nice balmy 60 degrees in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep working on this. I've already started on it. I didn't take video the past couple days because I was only going to be out here for like an hour or so at a time. I have the injectors out already. I'm going to be taking those down to Ronnie to retest here in a few days. We want to play around with the tester a little bit, see if there's not something that we can get them to do to misbehave, to make it obvious that something's wrong. If can't come up with anything, then we'll pass them and we'll see. I may shotgun a new set anyway. Those are 11 years old. 11? 12 years old. Otherwise, the big stuff we're doing is in the interior. It's a bit dark, I know, but one of the things we're working on here is a dash pole. I've got some panels loose. I've got some stuff removed. We are going to finally get to work on the lightweight side of this project. That'll be removal of sound deadening, which I've already started on the rear bench. Didn't need any dry ice. Everything came off. Hooray, 20-year-old cars. So yeah, we're gonna keep working on that. We're gonna try to get the carpet out, all of that fun stuff. Seats are unbolted already. They're just loose in there. Yeah, we're gonna try to get the interior stripped so we can lighten up a bunch of stuff, and then we'll put it back together ready to go. But let's get at it. Alright, well, the GoPro died, so I don't have a full high-speed video for you, but the other thing, it's basically out! I'm so excited. I've never done a dash pull on like anything before, so having done one on this first try, no difficulty, like, I'll take it. So yeah, I'm actually gonna pull the dash out of this thing, or try to, and then we can kind of take stock of what's behind it. Let's go! So today we're gonna start taking the dash apart. Now what I mean by that is that we're gonna get a lot of weight out of it because the dash itself was actually pretty heavy taking it out. So yeah, there's some brackets, there's an airbag, and then there's some ducting there. Now, you guys are going to be like, well, Spaz, it's street class. The rules say you have to have a working climate control system. Well, yes. Also, climate control, because it's a mid-2000s Econo shitbox. There's not... You just turn a dial and wherever it goes is what you get. The rules state that it is the major components of the climate control. So what defines a major component? Well, in my mind, if it blows air out of a duct and you can select the temperature of that air, then the climate control works. So we're going to get rid of some of the ducts. Only thing that we're going to have working is the defrost. Everything else is coming out. We're going to block off those, we're going to remove those ducts. We're going to block off the holes. All of that's going to be gone. We've got an airbag. That's going to disappear because that's fat. Also, I'm going to have a really good time walking into Mitsubishi with that and saying I'm here for my recall. But yeah, there's also these brackets in here for like the radio and all of that stuff, and we're not going to have that anymore. the climate controls themselves, the actual controls, attach to the dash. They don't, they clip into tabs on the dash. They don't clip into this bracket. So like the bracket serves no purpose other than to stabilize the dash. It already rattles like crazy, so I don't care. So we're gonna get started on this. I'm a child. So I'm working on the dash bar now, and like this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. So I had to take the trim off the steering column, and it's got this metal plate in there. This thing weighs a ton. Like, why? There's like nothing attaches to it. Nothing. It's not structural. Like I don't understand why that exists. It's just heavy to be heavy. So it's going away, but like, why? Got the car up here to GP Auto Sports to have the wiring harness done, since that's one of the things that we know is a problem on the car at this point. So we're going to get that addressed. New injectors are in, new intake is on to get rid of the MAF. Interior is still gutted for now. I have some stuff to modify before it all goes back in, but yeah, we're going to be good to go. Patrick, you're feeling good about this project?
Yeah. Well, this should be a pretty straightforward deal. We're gonna clean it up real nice and get them all, get rid of all this 20-year-old plastic that's in there that's been heat cycled 30 million times. So yeah, so it should be real good. It should be nice. It'll be nice and clean. We're gonna tuck some stuff. Yeah, we're gonna use some good quality connectors and plug bodies, and yeah, it should be a real nice unit.
Well, there we go. So the car is going to be here for probably about a month, I would say, maybe a little bit longer. But in the meantime, I'll work on some interior stuff in my garage. But yeah, that's it for the first bit of this winter. All right, it is a gorgeous day outside. It's above freezing here in Minnesota, which means the biological clock is ticking on every single car guy in the state to get out and turn wrenches. So I pestered Patrick enough to let me come up here to GP Auto Sports and turn some wrenches on the car while he's working on Flying Spaghetti Monster over here. And yeah, we're gonna get some stuff replaced that needs to get replaced. I have a new manifold that we're replacing the intake manifold with. It's another factory manifold, but it's off an Evo 4. And it's a lot visually cleaner. There's a lot less crap off of it. There's no spot whatsoever for the factory map sensor that we're not using anymore. So just overall, it's going to provide less opportunity for random things to leak and just clean things up in the engine bay. Going to get a few other parts on there. The ethanol content sensor, we're going to throw the new 65mm Eclipse throttle body on there so that that's ready for Patrick to measure and do all of that fun stuff, so that the wiring is nice and clean and all of that. I think I'll get the pedal installed while I'm here too, and then it'll be ready for drive-by-wire and hopefully tuning. But we'll get there. Let's get started. All right, there's our old manifold. There's our new one. And everything that is on here is stuff that is being eliminated. So the map sensor, Haltech has that internal. So we're gonna see how much this weighs, because it weighs a lot more. It like just by hand. It's got the extra casting for the EGR. I mean, obviously there's the extra crap for sensors and such, and yeah. So, 7 pounds, 11.8 ounces. Was actually more than I was expecting. And then this, you can see me kind of flipping it around here by hand. 5 pounds, 12.6. Well, as we know, lighter's better. So let's go fight this thing back on the car. Well, I got the manifold and throttle body in. Obviously I'm missing the vacuum cap here, but that is so much cleaner. Had to bend the fuel feed a little bit to clear the actuator motor for the drive-by-wire throttle body, but the ethanol content sensor kit from Wonderladen Racing is an amazing kit. It just bolts up right to the firewall. You wire it here, and then it's got quick connectors, factory quick connectors from GM on either side to go to the lines. So you just replace line over here, line back over here. It eliminates your return line that runs here, makes these bolts a pain in the ass to get to. Overall, really clean install, really happy about that. And yeah, gonna get the drive-by-wire pedal installed next, and it should be good for Patrick to get everything wired, and then yeah, we're just get to make progress from there. Alright, well, took a little bit more time here, got the drive-by-wire pedal in. So, yeah, I know I'm probably going to get judged for having just a generic pedal, not the Evo one. It's like 30 bucks cheaper. Why would I not just buy the generic one that's branded whoever? I think it was Chrysler branded. It's probably out of a Jeep, but I don't care. I mean, it'll probably be the most unreliable part in the vehicle with it being out of a Jeep, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, I'm gonna call it for the day. It's getting late. Things took a little bit longer than I expected, but it is what it is. Got the big things that Patrick needed done, taken care of, and Patrick made a little bit of progress too. Got all sorts of spaghetti here, and including all the spaghetti that we're getting rid of, so we'll be a little bit lighter anyway. So I'll keep plugging away here and swing back another day to make a little more progress. But for now, what needed to be done here before the vehicle gets wired is done. So worst case scenario, we wait until it's back home. But all right, guys, so one of the things we're doing on the car this year is we are changing some of our turbo airflow controls to Go Fast Bits parts. So we are going to start with the wastegate actuator. Now, I do have a wastegate actuator on the car that is not factory already, and so we're not going to be able to test a factory actuator versus the Go Fast Bits, but this is still going to be an upgrade over what we have currently. Now, for the blow-off valve, this is Go Fast Bits SV52 weld-on blow-off valve. This is universal. You can use this on any car. So we're going to go ahead and get these installed in the car in the coming weeks here before the season starts. But for now, I think it's time to go ahead and get the car started up. And the car is wired. Allegedly.
Yes.
So Patrick did such a good job on the tuck harness on the engine. Like, this is a wired engine. Anyone who has looked under the hood of a factory or factory-ish Evo knows that this is nothing close to what a fully wired engine looks like. So, like, really the only thing you're seeing from just standing here at the bumper is the ignition wiring. Everything else is all tucked. Like, really tucked. So I'm really excited about that. It looks really nice in there. So now we just finished plugging everything in the interior, so now comes the fun part. We're gonna put power to it. And Patrick wanted me to note that it's the fun part for me, it's not the fun part for him. This is the terrifying part for him. So, all right.
Don't let the magic smoke out.
Yeah. Try not to. So, I'm gonna hook up a jump box so that we have constant power while I reflash the ECU for the new wiring. And then that way we don't brick things. And then, yeah, we're gonna see how we're gonna see if we have all of the readings we need before we pull the trigger on it, because we're not impatient children. We do things right. Right. So I made an I/O table in Excel for Patrick that I then programmed this to. So on paper, when I flash this, it should be ready for the new configuration. I'm gonna try powering the ECU, and we're gonna see if I can actually still talk to it. All right. Okay. Don't know if you guys heard that, but fans cycled as they normally would. The fuel pump cycled as it normally would. So that's a good start. So now, oh God, this is terrifying.
I totally didn't just whoop myself.
This is like absolutely terrifying. All right, I have done the thing. It's rebooted. We're showing things as green. I've spotted one thing that's interesting, because that's right, and that's very clearly not. All right, so figured out the coolant temp sensor. A little bit of a wiring snafu on that, so we're getting that corrected. Other thing I noticed as I'm just going through everything is the Heltec's really mad at the drive-by-wire throttle body, and a little bit of internet digging told me that some of the wiring diagrams for those plugs are looking at it from the wire side, and some are looking at it from the plug side. So it probably just got reversed, so we're going to repin that quick, and then if everything shows green, we should be good. Those are the only two things I've noticed so far, is that we can't calibrate the throttle body, and the coolant temp sensor reading is off. So yeah, we're gonna get those figured out, and then we're gonna, if everything looks green, we're gonna turn the key one more notch. All right, so we're gonna see if that was the issue. Yeah, some of those drawings, like you can't tell which, like they're not made in a way that you can tell which direction everything gets wired in. So we're thinking that the wires just got flipped around on it. That seems like a common cause for that, according to the internet. So we're gonna take a peek and see what we got. Wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup.
You did something.
Hey, it moves, holy crap, I hear it.
It's doing something, it's scary.
Dude, it's like, holy crap, it's actually going through the process. It works. Oh man, this is exciting. I have drive-by-wire. Patrick's weirded out by the fact that it's making noise in my engine bay. All right, so like, everything looks good as far as I could tell. So I think it might be time to turn the key another step. Let's give it a go. All right, so we have troubleshooting to do. All right, well, we fussed with the coils a bit, so, and we're getting spark. We have fuel because we can smell it, so obviously we can hear compression, so we have everything. So, I mean, we put it all back together. We're just gonna try it again. Maybe? Hey! I mean, we're gonna have to mess with idle a little bit and like warm up idle and all of that, but it starts, it runs. Hell yeah. That is a living, breathing, soon-to-be fire-breathing pain thorn in the side of the entirety of street class, right there. It starts and it runs, and I mean, we're gonna give ourselves carbon monoxide poisoning, and I really don't give a fuck. Let's go. So with the car running, the next step was to get the Go Fast Bits blow-off valve installed, and who better to do the install than my buddy Matt at Forever Fabrication. He was the one who built the existing intercooler piping on the car, so swapping the blow-off valve was an easy task for him. Once that was done, I dropped the car off with the crew at RS Motors to install the dry sump and retune the car, and we ended up needing to do an emergency refabrication of the lower intercooler pipe in order to clear the dry sump lines. Matt came through again in a pinch to ensure we'd have the car ready to test before the season started. But unfortunately, from kind of there on, I ran out of time to both turn wrenches and to hold the camera. So the next you're going to see from me is testing the car up in Brainerd. So, till then, Spaz, out.